Today's reading is Loki from the Sexypedia Wiki. Loki is a god of mischief from Norse mythology who was adopted by the Marvel Comics and later the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His portrayal by Tom Hiddleston in the MCU became a sexy man. He has his own series on Disney Plus titled Loki, which premiered June 9th in 2021. His class is Tiamat, and his source is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Basic information. Loki Laufeyson is a major character in the MCU and the adopted brother of Thor, who was put through the ringer and is practically the embodiment of angst. He is around 1,000 years old. Archetypes. Chaos Lord. He is literally the god of mischief and/or lies. He takes great joy from chaos and is often seen toying with people for the fun of it. Lying is a fun pastime for him, and he all but has deceit for breakfast with his Cheerios. Pale Twink. He's pale and vaguely twinkish. Well-dressed /suit guy /long coat /cape /robe /etc. He dresses fancy constantly, usually in the vein of capes and shiny fantasy clothing. When trying to blend in with Earth humans, he remains well-dressed, wearing a suit. Villain /redeemed villain. Loki is the villain of the movie The Avengers from 2012, and even beyond that movie is frequently presented in an antagonistic light, albeit more so an anti-hero in recent movies. In Loki, his 2012 variant has his own redemption arc, eventually becoming the god of stories at the end. Power. He has vague magical powers, used for minor illusions such as false Lokis and costume changes, and was briefly in possession of the very powerful Mind Stone. Being a frost giant /Jotun, he is also strong and durable to a superhuman extent. In the Loki show, he unified all branching multiverses using green magic, showing that he has enough power to control the entire multiverse. Knife murder. Knives are a part of the Loki aesthetic. He frequently uses daggers and the like as his go-to weapon. He frequently stabs and/or tries to stab people. Glowing neon. Sometimes, some parts of his aesthetic can be a glowing green. Gay/questionable LGBT rep. The MCU has confirmed Loki's gender fluidity and his bisexuality. However, it was the smallest, most bare-bones amount of confirmation. The coming out scene was small, and the confirmation of gender fluidity was in the credits and marked under sex, which is not gender. Many viewers missed it entirely. However, the person who wrote the coming out scene is themselves bisexual, and it is important to acknowledge that the MCU is making an effort. This representation is still questionable, as we are certain they will not mention either of these traits in the show or universe again. Unfortunately, this confirmation contributes to the worrying amount of people who like to ship Loki with his brother, Thor, since he's technically adopted. But still, ew. Dominating. Loki likes to be in power, and is always trying to make those goals of power a reality. No matter the situation, he is overconfident in himself and smug. He is known for being or trying to be cunning and lying to get what he wants. Duality/oncerization. While Loki is generally doing bad things, a good amount of his actions can be explained by his past. Throughout the films and in fanon, Loki can be seen to have another side of him beyond the angst that is at least sort of good. Fanon has extrapolated upon this, making him less of a villainous character and more of a misfit with a tendency to cause trouble. The Loki series follows the Loki who escaped with the Tesseract in 2012 during the events of Endgame. Now a variant, he unknowingly deviated from the set timeline everyone is supposed to follow. In the series, it is revealed that there have been many other Loki variants. However, most have already been pruned from the timeline and subsequently died. Loki, as of his Disney Plus show, has developed an extremely rare case of fan splintering in canon, and not only that, has become one of the very few characters subjected to once-or-child self-shipping in canon. It's really weird that this wiki doesn't already have a trope for this. Angst. The vast majority of Loki's existence in the MCU is chock full of angst. He was kidnapped and lied to all his life, and gets blamed for pretty much everything. As a result, he has trust issues and can be seen crying and being otherwise melodramatic in many a Marvel film. He has pretended to die on multiple occasions. Intelligence. Quite a smug calculating chess master, though not quite as much as he fancies himself to be, being thoroughly out-chessed in the end by Thanos among others. Johnlocked. Since the beginning of the Loki series, many fans have started to ship Loki with Mobius M. Mobius, Loki's co-worker at the Time Baron's authority, and seemingly the only TVA employee willing to let Loki live. He's also often shipped with Thor, not that anyone wants to think about that. As of 2021, Thorky is one of the top 50 most popular ships of all time on Archive of Our Own. Theme song. In his series, Loki drunkenly sings a song called Jet Salar Min Ganger, which was written for the show by author Erland O. Notvet and musician Benedict Marseth. Unsurprisingly, many of his fans loved seeing Loki sing. Quotable catchphrases. Is it madness? Is it? I have been falling for 30 minutes! Your savior is here! Love is a dagger. It is the unspoken truth of humanity that you crave subjugation. You are made to be ruled. Fanon. Loki hails from the era of unironic flower crown gift sets and is one of the most popular characters in the MCU, at least in the realm of Tumblr and Twitter. His fandom has been going strong since 2012, and recently has been picking back up again due to the new series currently on Disney+. Loki is so popular that recently a meme originating from shortly after the release of the Avengers 2012 movie, Loki Charms Cereal, was given a limited run of life as an actual product as a promotional stunt for the Loki Disney Plus series.